Ron Foster, who laid out that original challenge on the challenge course, is a familiar face throughout Putnam County, but in the state as well. He owns several construction-related businesses and is an active member of both the Associated General Contractors and the Associated Builders and Contractors. Ladies and gentlemen, Commissioner Ron Foster.
Well, this is a good day, and I just want to thank all of you for coming out. I want to thank all the people that participated. I want to let you know that it's been an honor for me to be a part of it. I want all the contractors to know that I appreciate all the hard work that you did, and I also want you to know that when we were sitting across the table and then we were negotiating over things, it was nothing personal. We just need to get the job done, and everybody acted in a professional manner. I really appreciate all the hard work that everybody put into it and the attitudes that everybody had towards it. This park is something that I think all of Putnam County should be proud of. It's an extremely different type of park than we originally had, and I want to thank the public most of all for being patient with us. I know we had the wave pool closed last year and everybody was hoping that it would be open after being closed the year before, but it was a very necessary part of being able to reach this time frame so that we have the whole facility open this year. So I want to thank the public for being a part of that. I want you to know that from my perspective, this park's going to be all about memories, just like the parks when I was a kid. I remember when the Bosley family, which was my mother's side, and the Foster family, which was my father's side, had their family receptions at the same weekend in the same park. And we always had that challenge between the Bosleys and the Fosters on the volleyball court. And I will say that the Fosters always won, but we still remember that to this day. And I remember the last walk my dad took in a park. So this is going to be something where you and your kids can develop your own memories. That to me is real important. If you look around this park, there's all kinds of things you're going to love. There's probably a few things you're not going to like. But you know what? Accept them all as a part of Putnam County. Look at the good, because there's a lot more good than there is bad. If there's one little thing that you don't like, you know what? Build your own park, because you can change it. But I want to go back to something that Commissioner Andy said. His grandchildren said, "Grandpa, don't you watch TV?" Well, when Commissioner Andy's and I were kids, we really didn't have TV. So now we do, and there's a lot of nice technical things that are going to be a part of this park that I think the community is really going to enjoy as well. So I want you all to go as a family, come to the park, enjoy the park, and make memories for your own family. Thank you so much for allowing me to be a part of this.
Next, representing Congressman Alex Mooney's office is his district representative, Susie Azevedo.
The congressman is in DC voting right now, so y'all are stuck with me, but I do have greetings from him that I'm more than happy to read. Greetings, friends. Thank you for the invitation to attend the ribbon-cutting ceremony for the reconstructed Valley Park. Unfortunately, my commitments in Washington, D.C. prevent me from participating, but I wish you all a festive evening. What a masterpiece this improvement project is, with new ball fields, an all-inclusive playground that all children can utilize, community gardens, new tennis courts, a professionally designed disc golf course, and the new state-of-the-art community center. This will surely be Putnam County's premier attraction. With all these amenities, the citizens of Putnam and the surrounding counties will have a safe and modern place for all to come and play. The best gift we can give our families is a great place for outdoor activities, and Valley Park fits this bill to a T. I can't wait to bring my family here very soon. Please accept this United States flag to proudly wave over this facility. Thank you to all who worked tirelessly to bring this dream to fruition. This park will entertain for years to come. Best wishes, Alex X. Mooney, Member of Congress. Thank you.
Next, I would like to introduce Mr. Michael Browning, who is here to represent Senator Joe Manchin.
Thank you all for allowing me to be here. I got in a little bit late and was sitting in the crowd there, so I appreciate you all letting me speak. The senator couldn't be here today, but he did send greetings on his behalf. It is a privilege to welcome those attending this special celebration in honor of the Valley Park Improvement Project. Putnam County is such a treasured destination in our great state, and the renovations made to Valley Park showcase the dedication that community members have to this very special location. This beautiful renovated area has something for all ages to enjoy, and I am confident that hosting events at the new community center will quickly become a local family tradition. This was truly a strong community effort, and I am so proud to see the hard work and dedication of our local officials and residents that has come to fruition. I sincerely appreciate the Putnam County Commission, the Putnam County Parks and Recreation Commission, and all those who helped make this project possible. Please accept my best wishes and enjoy the beautiful new features of this park. With warmest regards, Joe Manchin III, United States Senator. Thank you very much.
Everyone in the room has felt the headaches of the traffic for about the last month. Has Richard Frazier made it here yet? Possibly back there in the crowd? He was scheduled to represent Shelley Capito, and we apologize that he couldn't join us. Prior to being appointed to county manager, Jeremy Young was chief financial officer for the Rourke Sullivan Lifeway Center in Charleston. But he's not only a county manager, he is also a youth baseball coach. So he probably looks at this park a little differently, with a little more anticipation than the rest of us. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Jeremy Young.
Good evening. Thanks for coming out tonight. Really, the only reason I wanted to come up here and speak is because I'd like to invite all the youth athletes that are here this evening to come up and stand behind me at the podium. Come on up, kids and girls, boys and girls. We've got softball teams, baseball teams, and some soccer teams. You guys just stand around me. As some of the commissioners before me stated, one of the most exciting things about the newly renovated Valley Park, and from my perspective, being a coach, is the quality of the baseball, softball, and soccer fields. Not only for Putnam County residents and kids to enjoy, but for many athletes around our region and state to enjoy for many years to come. The U.S. youth sports economy, I was reading an article, is a $15 billion market that's growing by 7% a year. So the economic impact that it's going to have on our county is enormous, from restaurants to hotels to convenience stores, and hopefully we'll generate new businesses to come and locate in Putnam County. But these kids behind me are the reason for that, and their parents that are willing to travel to come to great locations to play. As one of the commissioners stated, we do have 3 new baseball fields, and they're not just baseball fields, they're arguably the best fields in the state of West Virginia. My son has traveled to several other parks around other states as far as Myrtle Beach, and I've yet to see fields better than these 3 out here. And the same goes for the soccer field. I know it's just one regulation soccer field out there, but it's also lined for youth fields to where you can play two fields widthwise. So we expect to see a lot of youth athletes playing out there. The fields are available for rent. It's at a very cheap cost. It's cheaper than what most county and state parks charge in other places we've been to. You can rent them for practices, for games, for tournaments, camps. I know we've already got a Marshall University baseball camp scheduled to come here in July, and I expect a lot of tournaments to be coming behind those. But I wanted to introduce some of the athletes behind me, or at least the team names. I've got the West Virginia Knuckleheads 10U baseball team, the West Virginia Rock Stars girls softball team, the Fusion girls soccer team, and I think we've got the Great Tays Falcons soccer team. So this is what gets me excited, seeing these kids enjoying it with their families. And now folks that live here in West Virginia won't have to travel as far. They get to stay home, and other places from other communities and other states can come here. So thank you guys for coming out. Feel free to take a tour of the soccer field and baseball field when we're done with the ceremony. Thank you guys.
We're almost done with the ceremony. In November of 2016, when Jared Dean accepted the position as the Executive Director of the Putnam County Parks and Recreation, his goal was to take them in a new direction. And this evening, in less than 2 years, I think we can all see that his compass was pointed in the right direction. I think he's waited for this day for a long time. And today we're going to let him close things out and invite you out to the ribbon cutting ceremony. Ladies and gentlemen, join me in welcoming Parks and Recreation Executive Director Jared Dean.
I told all these guys behind me I wasn't going to cry today. I don't know if it was going to be happy tears or I'm glad we're done, you know. And no, I'm not having a baby. It's like, yes, it is like having a baby. You know, I was sitting back here holding a flag that Mr. Mooney donated to us, and I started to think a little bit about our country and what we have here in Putnam County that a lot of other countries don't have the privilege of having. And even other counties in our state doesn't have the privilege of having. And I've learned since moving here that Putnam County is just the place to be. It's a place to move to. Me and my wife moved here 6 years ago, and you know, in hopes of starting a family, and we started looking at the school system, and you know, it's the best school system in the state, and the fastest growing county in the state as well, second. And it almost seems surreal that we're at this moment now. I was privileged to watch this park start from the ground up, and it is an interesting process. Lots of construction meetings, just lots of questions being answered on social media, and a lot of folks didn't understand why we shut things down, but I think coming in here today, you see why. And I hope that everybody has a wow factor, and I'm going to get back to my notes, I'm sorry, but I want to thank all of my family for their support. I want to thank my wife and my kids. I spent a lot of hours away from home, and it was worth it. It was really worth it, and my daughter often says to my wife, "Mommy, when's Dada's Park opening up? I want to slide." And so her dreams get to come true tonight to see that playground and to be on it. I want to thank the Parks Board Commissioners. I'm involved with a great board. We've got a lot of work ahead of us, and we've got a great park to do a lot of great things with. And I'm looking forward to the next how long ever working with this board and developing what this county needs and providing recreation and making good decisions for the park and for the county. I want to thank my park staff. I couldn't I just come up with ideas and things that need to be fixed, and they come up with things that need to be fixed. And it's quite interesting that we've developed a skill set here at the park where they think of things that need to be done, and they come to me with things that need to be done, and I usually say, yeah, go get it done. So I want to thank Connie for all the work that she does. Ashley Dill, our new marketing and events coordinator. We have 30 weddings booked already in this facility, folks, and it's quite amazing. As soon as we started putting out there about this facility, and we attended a few wedding expos, just people flocked to this place. It was quite amazing how all that happened. Very proud to announce that we've got the Chamber of Commerce dinner coming here this year, and I think that deserves a clap. I want to say goodbye to Charleston. Sorry for anybody that lives in Charleston. We also, we're doing things a lot different here at the park. We're providing different events, and we're taking a different approach, because I think Parks and Rec is taking a new look in this state. It's a more modern look, but yet you can still enjoy a nice traditional picnic under a shelter. We're having, for the first time ever, November 4th, the Putnam County Wedding Expo. And, the Charleston Civic Center, the Huntington Civic Center, they came up and gave us a visit. They absolutely loved the facility and opened their arms to us for anything that we needed to put on this event. And we've already got such a great interest in that. Several other events booked, so get on our Facebook, you'll get to learn all of that. I appreciate all the contractors. We've developed a very unique relationship here on the site. Being here every day with them and walking out on site or walking in this building, we've had interesting conversations, and we've had interesting meetings. And so I just want to, give a shout out to Holly and Amy and Gary with Smoke Construction. It's been a pleasure getting to know you, and we've created a great friendship. Wolf Creek Construction, Don Gatewood, Mike Johnston, and Alicia, just great folks to work with. GAI, many phone calls with Dave Gilmore, Jacob Burns, and Todd Schoolcraft. There's a lot of folks behind the scenes, and ZMM, Dave Ferguson, Rodney Pauly, Felina Perry, and all their staff. You don't understand the amount of work and planning that goes into something like this until you're in it. And you all are seeing the results of many, many conversations, even before my time here. And it's awesome to see all this unfold now.